Good afternoon. My name is Christine Chen, president of the class of 2023. Thanks. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing while the chamber choir sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Senior members, return to your seats. At this time, I would like to introduce Lydia LaCall, Salutatorian of the class of 2023.
Thank you, Christine. Hello, my name is Lydia LaCall, and I'm the Salutatorian of the class of 2023. First, I would like to start off by thanking my family, friends, and teachers. Without you, I would not be up here speaking right now. I want to say a special shout out to my dad because clearly the tears during math homework at the kitchen table were worth it. I didn't know how to start writing this speech, so I did what every teenager would think of doing, asking ChatGPT. Sadly, when Mr. Lasser put my draft through an AI detector, I got busted, so I guess I had to write the speech the old-fashioned way. I was really struggling to come up with ideas. Anytime I asked somebody what they thought I should talk about, the only thing that they would bring up was what I shouldn't do. So I compiled a list. 1, do not quote psych. 2, do not sing. 3, do not try to make jokes because you're not funny. And 4, do not make your entire speech about climate change. After all the negatives, I got a solid piece of advice from Ms. Dewhurst. Just talk about something that you're passionate in class, about my capacity in sports, and ultimately about myself. One thing that I've learned is that you never stop learning, and sometimes the most valuable things taught are not in your classes. It's through the experiences you have with the people you meet. Life is too short, and high school was even shorter. Instead, it's too short to worry about your grades, your mistakes, or your worries. Instead, focus on the points that let you look around and say, hey, this is a moment. We have all spent more than the last 4 years getting to know each other very well, but now we will all most likely grow apart. That is a fact of life, and not much can change that. Create new moments for the future, but always remember the ones you already made with the ones you love. I tried to not be too inspirational, but hey, I'm in Mall UN, so when I speak, I make sure that what I say is remotely important. But truly, I hope these words will stick for most of you, and you'll always remember the great times you had in this school. Let's just hope you didn't exactly peak here, though. Even if life is short, there's still so much to see and do. Wherever you go, your priority should be to learn and take those experiences with you everywhere. As fellow owls, we all know. My last question to you is, who are you? Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Christine Chen, President of the Class of 2023, to share her class reflections.
Thank you, Lydia. Good afternoon, members of the Board of Education, Dr. Nicosia, Mr. Lassiter, Mr. Richardson, Ms. Atanasio, friends and family. Thank you for joining us here today to celebrate the class of 2023. Time goes by quickly. 4 years, then 4 months became 4 weeks, then 4 days, then became 4 minutes. And then the bell rang twice, signaling the last day of high school. It is my absolute honor to be here today as the president of the class of 2023. And I want to thank my family, friends, and teachers for their endless guidance and support. A special thank you to Ms. A for being our class advisor. Let's give a round of applause to all of those that helped us to be here today. This year was one of many lasts here in Highland Park. We had our last pep rally, class, test, and homework assignment, trial competition before we walked into the courtroom, and even at my first Mod UN conference with Mr. Gold. Graduation marks many lasts for all of us too. Our last puzzle and guidance with Ms. Dewhurst, our last Go Owls from Mr. Richardson, our last class trip, and our last time hearing Mr. Lassiter asking us, who are we? I've always struggled with that question, who are we? And it's a really hard one to answer. A lot of the time, we try to become the person others around us want us to be. But we're constantly growing as people, growing to be more kind and thoughtful, and every time we hear this question, who are we, at the end of any assembly, it always had the same response. We are owls. But what does this mean? I'm told that this means we are open, wise, leaders, and spirited, but for the class of 2023, we go beyond that. It really hit me when I was writing my first draft of this speech on the floor at 10 o'clock at night, surrounded by my classmates blowing up balloons for a senior prank. We're way more than just people that were coincidentally stuck in the same grade. Granted, we're not always the most organized, but we have the ability to make people smile and laugh, and as a class, we have accomplished so many great things. We have jokes about the moon, we made history in soccer and softball, revamped the school newspaper, and took home a trophy from Philly at Mod UN. We even had the best-selling drama season. All of 2023. So, who are we? We are independent, but together. We're resilient. We're individuals always learning and growing, and yeah, we are owls. Good luck, class of 2023. I love you forever. And so I kind of just want to take a 0.5, so can everyone look? Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. I now ask that Ms. Atanasio, our class advisor, please come to the podium. We, the class of 2023, would like to thank you for all that you have done.
Thank you, Christine. Welcome, faculty, board members, parents, family, and friends. And I would be remiss not to welcome my wonderful, unorganized, and challenging senior class. As we were practicing today, I was still getting permission slips from my students for project graduation tonight, and Martin left his cap and gown in the auditorium as everybody left. So needless to say, you could understand the challenges I had this year as class advisor. Think of this next chapter in your life as a road trip, a trip where you can pick the music you want to listen to along the way, decide which direction you want to go in, decide who should come along the way, and who knows, maybe even get a flat tire and need to learn how to fix it. Perhaps you'll take a wrong turn and discover it was actually the right turn. Whatever road you choose, or whichever direction you end up going in, make sure you stop and enjoy the view. Take a breath and see how far you've come. Pave your way to be the best version of yourself, even if it takes a little while. Always be kind, grateful, and patient, but most importantly, be able to laugh at yourself and continue to shine brightly throughout your journey. Thank you.
Under the direction of Mr. Presti and Ms. Nicole Hodge, the Highland Park High School Philharmonic Orchestra and Choir will now perform the Highland Park Alma Mater. Senior members of choir and orchestra, please join. Thank you, Mr. Presti and Ms. Hodge. Senior members of the choir and orchestra, please be seated.
Thank you, Christine. It is an honor to have this opportunity to speak to everyone. Before I begin, I would like to give a few thanks to everyone who has helped me to get here. First, to my family, who have been very supportive of me throughout my high school career. Next, to my friends, who have also helped me throughout high school. And finally, to all of my teachers, who are too numerous to list here, for all the ways in which they've educated me and helped me to grow. That being said, I would like to take a little time to discuss our futures. Now, I know that everyone here will probably use what they've learned in the past 4 years in a different way, especially since we're all going to a variety of different places after high school. I personally am planning on studying math and physics, and I know that all of you are planning on going into a number of differing fields and career paths, or in some cases haven't decided yet. And while it may seem hard to find one skill which is useful on all of these paths, there are a few ways in which this high school has prepared all of us for our futures, which I would like to underscore. First, what I believe to be possibly the most important trait of this high school is its diversity. I moved to Highland Park in kindergarten, and since then I've been fortunate to be exposed to a much wider range of backgrounds, religions, races, ethnicities, and genders than I would have in my old town, or frankly in most towns in this country. And this has given me an experience working with, interacting with, and living around a much more representative portion of our society. And this is something which I think has prepared me, and I believe all of us, to be more inclusive and respectful of those around us in our lives. That is a trait which will be vitally important for us to maintain, no matter where we go next, because we do live in a very diverse society, and it is necessary for all of us, just in order to be good people, to treat everyone we encounter with respect. And so I hope that all of us, myself included, remember that diversity and what it has taught us as we go forward in our lives. The next major thing which I would like to mention, which I've taken away from my experience in the school, and which I hope we all have, is the importance of staying informed about issues in the world around us and taking an active role in helping to solve those issues. This is something which was really emphasized in all of the history classes that I took, and with discussions and debates over current events and similar activities. Also, well, I never joined it myself. I know that the Model UN Club here really helped to teach us to many of you. Now, when applying this concept in your lives going forward, I think that the most important thing you can do is vote. This is the simplest and most effective way to make sure that your voice is heard. I know that I know that all of us are either already 18 or will be relatively soon, so I would urge you all to register to vote and participate in our democracy, because it does rely on the participation of people like us to survive and function. Now, I know that the functioning of democracy may seem like a grand concept that within which our individual roles may seem small or even insignificant. But I know from growing up with all of you that none of you are insignificant and that all of your voices should be heard. And to conclude, I would like to thank all of you for listening to me. I hope the aspects of this high school, which I have highlighted here, will help all of you in your journeys going forward, regardless of where they may take you. It's been an interesting 4 years, and I'm grateful for having gotten to know all of you. Finally, I'd like to offer my congratulations to everyone here for everything they have accomplished at Highland Park High School, and wish you all the best with your future plans. So.
Thank you, Noah. It is with great pleasure that I now introduce Board of Education member Ms. Ann Gowan.
Thank you, Christine. Board colleagues, Dr. Nicosia, Mr. Lassiter, Mr. Richardson, faculty, staff, families, and almost graduates. It's an honor to speak with you today. On behalf of the Board of Education, I congratulate you on your imminent graduation. We board members are so proud of every single one of you. You all have had an unusually tumultuous high school experience in a few ways, but I wanted to talk for a minute about COVID. Obviously, some of you experienced serious losses around sickness, death, people losing their jobs, people having to work during the height of the pandemic. But another aspect of COVID was very difficult too, and that was going to school online. A lot of people felt isolated from friends and classmates. It was hard to stay engaged with teachers over a monitor. It was difficult to pay attention when you're just staring at a screen. It was kind of ridiculous to have to do calisthenics in the living room for gym. Partly as a result of this disruption, lots of students around the country fell behind academically. And recently, there's been an outpouring of articles in the media, including a bunch of articles just recently, referring to you all as a lost generation. Years of academic progress have been lost. Teenagers' mental health is in free fall. I don't want to downplay the difficulty of what you all went through, but I'll tell you this, when I look at you guys, the very last thing I see is a lost generation. I see a generation that is it's resilient, adaptable, persevering, tech savvy, to say the least. I see a generation that was forced to become more attuned to the larger world than most of us had to as teenagers. Y'all couldn't help it with the news coming in constantly about the spread of the virus, the inequities it caused, the deaths in New Brunswick at the hospital. You all are empathetic. How could you not be when you're exposed to so much suffering? I also see a generation that learned a lot about fairness and policymaking and difficult decisions. During the height of the pandemic, the community here had a lot of discussions that sometimes broke into relatively vigorous debates. Should students stay home for another month for safety, or should we come back for socialization? How do we handle grading and homework during a pandemic? Vaccine requirements? You all were right in the center of these debates, and I think you'll be ready for any policy discussion that might come your way in the future. Rather than a lost generation, I'd guess you all are one of the most capable high school generations ever to graduate, whether or not you fully understood Algebra 2 during virtual learning. Employers, colleagues, spouses, partners, they will all be lucky to have you. It's been my privilege and great pleasure to serve you on the Board of Education for most of your school careers. I could not be more proud of you and all that you've accomplished. Thank you so much.
Now I would like to introduce Mr. Michael Lassiter, Principal of Highland Park High School, who will present the class of 2023.
Thank you, Christine. So my job is to summarize all you guys have accomplished. But I'll begin by just greeting everyone. Good afternoon to the parents, guardians, family, community members, our Board of Education, our administration, the Highland Park High School faculty and staff, and most of all, hello to the class of 2023. I also would be remiss if I don't thank publicly for this ceremony those that assisted with getting the class of 2023 ready for graduation. Thank you to Ms. Carolina Broderick, my administrative assistant. You have been so organized and dedicated to making sure everything works well in our high school, especially this afternoon celebration. Thank you to Mr. Jason Richardson, the assistant principal of the high school, for guiding our seniors and meeting all their attendance obligations so they could join their peers, knowing they earned the credits needed to graduate. Thank you also to Miss Julia Dewhurst for all she does with our seniors, particularly with senior awards and the practice for the ceremony today. A big thank you to our facilities team led by Mr. John Flanagan, Miss Rosalie Padilla, and our custodial crew led by Miss Sonia Chica for this gorgeous setup on this front lawn. Thank you to Miss Nina Adanasio, the class of 2023's advisor, who has ensured that our seniors enjoyed all of our school traditions. These seniors celebrated and won 2 Spirit Weeks, commemorated homecoming, walked the red carpet for the prom. They enjoyed great food and danced the night away, even getting me to percolate until I couldn't anymore. Special thanks to those seniors who actually picked me back up off the ground when I couldn't percolate that last perk. These seniors also enjoyed a wonderful senior trip to Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom, relaxing and unwinding after a stressful year and a particularly stressful week when we literally had to hold our breath and hope the trip could still happen. And yesterday, the seniors retraced their educational journey through our senior send-off by traveling back to Irving, to Bartle, through the middle school, and ending in the high school auditorium as the entire school community clapped to celebrate their success. It was heartwarming to watch all our students smiling together in a moment I hope our graduates won't forget. Seniors, now it's your turn. Please stand, and join me in thanking your teachers, counselors, friends, and family for all they did to get you to this day. Give them a round of applause, please. Now let's see if you can do this. Now you can sit. Perfect. As I prepare for this speech every year, it has become my tradition to finish it over Father's Day weekend. I find it fitting because as your principal, I serve in loco parentis, in place of your parents, when you are in our beautiful school building. And like a father at this moment, I am filled with pride for the accomplishments you have made. I have watched you grow and develop so much over the year. Your class entered our high school during your freshman year and then left to disappear behind your screens in March of 2020. We did not see most of you again until the end of your sophomore year. This made it much harder to get to know you all. This year, I found it very fitting as I watched so many of you spending time putting together jigsaw puzzles and guidance. Just like puzzle pieces, each one of you has found your place in our school and in your class. Even when you have made it, had to take a pause and come back to the bigger picture, you have found ways to make it all fit together. I have done my best to work with you and for you as your principal. I've struggled with some of you, just like every parent of teenagers. I've shared stories with you about my own family. I've given support to those among you who have dealt with tremendous challenges. I've laughed with you, danced with you, and done my best to help you complete your puzzle. I've seen these seniors demonstrate their openness, wisdom, leadership, and spirit thoroughly, and I believe their strength is their spirit. They have made it through 4 years of unprecedented changes to how we deliver education, but yet most of them have done so rolling with these changes, adapting, or forcing us to adapt. And they have come out ready for what's next. Through all of this, they have shown a tremendous spirit of kindness. Again and again, my interactions with many of you have shown that you are grateful for what you have and willing to let us know you appreciate us and each other. I have watched you show your gratitude, say thank you often, and celebrate each other's successes better than any class I can recall. S is also for services service. So at this time, could Mr. Jason Richardson please join me at the podium to speak to the service 4 of our graduates have shown.
Good afternoon, everybody. Fun fact, this class that stands before me, I started my tenure with these guys. So could everybody please give my day ones a salute? Shout out to the class of 2023. I'd like us to start a new tradition here at HP and honor those who have dedicated a part of their scholarship to service. So 4 of our young benevolent scholars will be earning the Presidential Service Award, bronze level, for completing at least 100 hours of service work throughout the year. All of these scholars will receive a commemorative coin, a letter of congratulations from the president, and this lapel pin. These students have completed 100 hours of service, and I just want you to know, please take this token as a show of appreciation, but as well as a symbol for all the work to come as you continue to pay it forward. As I announce the name, please hold your applause until all students are standing. First, Christine Chen, Melinda Chow, Shendu Yakman, and Gwyneth Gerzon. Please give these scholars a round of applause and congratulations.
You'll receive those tokens with your diplomas when you come up. You all have left your mark on HPHS, and you have accomplished so many things at regional, state, and national competitions, whether it be through DECA, Model UN, Model Congress, mock trial, robotics, mathletes, choir, band, or orchestra. You all should remember that you were able to participate in these wonderful experiences and lead underclassmen to enjoy the school's success as well. Highland Park High School always brought their best to the table and their performance because of your roles in these events. You filled our auditorium and stage with your enthusiasm and talents in concerts and plays and rousing renditions of Alice in Wonderland and Newsies that made us laugh and cry to see your talents shine. You excelled in many athletic competitions, and although some teams may not have had winning seasons, you always walked off the mat, field, track, or court with your heads held high, knowing you did your best. In a number of sports, your best was new personal and school records and winning your division championships in girls soccer, cross country, and for the first time since 1998, boys basketball. As I hope you know by now, you have excelled, class of 2023, and as we have collectively realized over these past years, there is still so much for us to learn, because only those who keep learning from our shared experiences will change our community, country, and the world for the better. Personally, I continue to learn the lesson of patience because I can't always make things happen as quickly as I want, or even make things happen at all when decisions and choices are not mine to control. I hope you have all learned the lesson that you should step up and take on any challenge you face head on. Give it a try. Don't opt out, because you have nothing to lose by trying. Even if you fail, the greatest lessons are learned when you try again. Take that step back, refocus, and the puzzle will come together. We have done our best to prepare you for today and for what lies ahead, whether it be college or career. Now it's up to you, all to take flight and soar as our owls, filled with pride of being a Highland Park High School graduate. You have shown that you have the hope and perseverance you need to take on the challenges you face, and you are always welcome back to the nest. Congratulations to the Highland Park High School class of 2023.
Under the direction of Mr. Keith Presti and Miss Nicole Hodge, the Highland Park Concert Band and Choir will now play Homeward Bound. Senior members, please join the band and choir.
sky is clear and red. In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, hurry around
Thank you, Mr. Presti and Ms. Hodge, and members of the concert band and choir. Please return to your seats. It is with great pleasure that I introduce the Superintendent of Highland Park Public Schools, Dr. Nicosia.
Thank you, Christine. Good afternoon, members of the Board of Education, colleagues in administration, distinguished members of the faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2023. It is my distinct honor to stand before you on this momentous occasion, your high school graduation ceremony. Today, we gather to celebrate not only your accomplishments, but also to honor the past that has shaped each and every one of you. The theme of honoring the past serves as a reminder of the transformative journey you have undertaken throughout your high school years. It is a time to reflect on the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and the memories created during your time here. Before we proceed, let us express our gratitude to the dedicated educators and staff who have guided you every step of the way. Their unwavering commitment to your education has been the driving force behind your success. They have nurtured your dreams, challenged your intellect, and instilled in you a passion for lifelong learning. Thank you, faculty and staff. Today, as we honor the past, we pay tribute to the experiences that have shaped your high school journey. Each of you has a story to tell, stories of triumph, perseverance, and personal growth. You have overcome obstacles, celebrated achievements, and discovered your true potential along the way. These experiences not have only molded you into the exceptional individuals you are today, but have laid the groundwork for your future. Furthermore, as we celebrate this milestone, we acknowledge the unwavering support of your parents and guardians. They have been your guiding lights, offering love, encouragement, and sacrifices to ensure your success. Their dedication to your education has been a source of inspiration and strength. Do not forget to express your gratitude to them. Graduates, as you stand on the precipice of a new chapter, the memories and lessons from your high school years will serve as a compass guiding you toward a bright and promising future. You have developed critical thinking skills, honed your talents, and cultivated the values that shape your path ahead. However, as we honor the past, we also must recognize the significance of the present and the opportunities that await you in the future. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, presenting challenges and possibilities. Embrace those challenges with courage, resilience, and unwavering belief in your personalities and your abilities. The education you've received at the Highland Park High School has equipped you with the knowledge, skills, and values necessary to navigate this ever-changing landscape. I have no doubt that you will continue to demonstrate excellence, integrity, and compassion in all your future endeavors. Today, we celebrate your achievements, your growth, and your limitless potential. As you embark on the next phase of your journey, remember the friendships you forged, the mentors that have inspired you, and the experiences that have shaped you. Carry these lessons learned and the memories cherished. They will be the foundation on which you build your future success. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you, the graduating class of 2023. As you step into the world beyond these walls, honor the past that has brought you here, seize the present with enthusiasm, and embrace the future with open hearts and open minds. And as I end every one of my speeches, make it happen, make your mark, and make us proud. Congratulations, class of 2023. Mr. Lassiter, it is with great honor and pride that I ask you to join me at the podium to certify the class of 2023.
I certify that the class of 2023 before you has met all of the requirements of the state of New Jersey and the Highland Park Public School District. I recommend them to you for receipt of their diplomas.
I now welcome Ms. Atanasio back to the podium to call the class of 2023.
Are we ready? Stand. Thank you, Mr. Lassiter, Ms. Pruce, Dr. Nicosia, Mr. Richardson, and Ms. Baldazone. Ready? Stand. Ali Abdulmanam. Anthony Adeniji. Ayat Ahmed. William Abel Afaro. Egypt Imani Apollon. Akul Shavrin Avend. T. Lawson Atwater. Lear Claire Blanc. Genesis Ama Boateng. Halcyon Juliet Botanic Greenhouse. Camellia Book. Grace Rose Bud Cording. Isaiah Laquan Castillo. Yasmin Marie Castillo. Michael Leor Cedarbaum. Israel Chanis Martinez. Felicia Chow. Melinda Chow. Christine Chen. Junaji Chen. Tibero Ting Song Chen. Aniki Feng Chung. Angelica Rofelt Concession. Jacob Julio Cortez. Vanessa Cruz. Melanie Wakila. Pilar Matilde Echeverria. India Alexis Fields. Luis Flores. Omar Galindo. Melody Abigail Gonzalez. Lucy Gash. Gwyneth Gerzon. Devora Leah Goldstein. Diego Mateo Gonzalez. Edicelli Gonzalez. Priscilla Gonzalez. Magdalene Maria Halkias. Jacob Hargreaves. Reese Davy Herzog. Lena Alexandra Holt. Haley Chung. Alexander Juarez. Evangelos Kambitsis. Thank you. Salma Kamel. Leah Dorothy Copperdale. Ashley Elizabeth Katz. Ian Keeney. Pala Kosala. Morgan Kovac. Lydia Lacal. Jesse Lee. Jason Lynn. Brian Gabriel Londano. Elvis Rodriguez Lopez. Luis Lopez. Martin David Mann. Jeanette Martinez Bravo. Kylan Riley McMahon. Derek Mohia. Josephine Mariah Mercado. Amber Mitchell. Janaya Lene Mitchell. George Moe. Summer Rain Morgan Brown. Angelica Musa. Aaron Munoz. Fang Wen. Catherine Delilah Diaz. Ozioma Adekanwa. Tim Avasanakov. Ian David Pelican. Jocelyn Maurice Pena. Luis John Kevin Pena. Bridget Justine Perez.
Thank you very much.
Sanaya Victoria Place. John Quintero. Ishmael Robinson. Jillian Autumn Chapman Roslovich. Tatiana Roskova. Saul Nicholas Cabrera Salas. Jeffrey Lewis Salone Jr. Matthew Santiago. Adrian Schilling. Nicholas Santo. Milo Cooper Schmeling. Sorry about that. Clara Mae Scott. Beatrice Serino. Lila Teresa Shahidi. Noah Stanley Shapiro. Vaibhav Shetty. Aaron Shimoni. Manveer Singh. Ria Singh. Daniel Stasovich. Anthony Michael Steiner. Ralph David Towell. Josiah Thigpen Manley. Malachi Tomen Daniels. Bethany Rose Tremble. Barafel Valio Valdez. Varshini Vishnu Botla. Sabrina Wang. Benjamin Weiner Goldsmith. Philip Mackay Amari Wilson. Patrick Zen. Oh, sorry. Shandui Yekchum.
We, the class of 2023, would like to thank the many members of the Highland Park High School faculty and staff who have worked very hard to make this ceremony special. Will the class of 2023 please rise? Move your tassels to the left.
Class of 2023, congratulations. Throw those caps in the air. Thank you all for celebrating with us. Please remain seated. The graduates will meet you